divisional matchup. Port Washington comes in at 0-10 on the year. No points in the standings for them. Manhasset Great Neck comes in at 5-3-1, sitting in a tie for fourth place with Cold Spring Harbor, for fourth place on the young season. Starting in goal tonight, first for the Vikings of Port Washington, Jake Aberman will be in goal. And for Manhasset Great Neck, William Sylvia, the youngster, gets the start tonight. Manhasset in their new sweaters, looks like a throwback to the Chicago Blackhawks retro uniforms, navy blue sweaters with cream and orange stripes. Coaches also have the best jackets in the league. The leather varsity jackets are fantastic. And Port Washington will be in their white and blue uniforms. Puck drop when we come back. Port Washington and Manhasset Great Neck. You're watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Frank, music. Frank. Getting puck drop underway momentarily as Manhasset and Port Washington take the ice. Looks like Manhasset Great Neck has the numbers advantage in terms of bench space. Port Washington with 4 skaters on the bench right now. So we are set to get underway here at the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center in Bethpage. Face off at center ice, won by Manhasset Great Neck, shot into the far corner side. Wrapped around the goal behind Aberman and kicked out into the near corner. Looking for a centering pass now, no luck, tied up in front of the corner, nobody home on the tie up there. Puck played at the blue line, now reversed back around the half wall behind Aberman again. Looking for a centering pass, instead intercepted. Port Washington trying to skate out with it. Turned over in the offensive zone, Manhasset applying the pressure early on here. Puck bouncing around in the neutral zone there as Emmanuel Giordukakis comes away with it. Played in the neutral zone and skated out. Tied up there. Ren Hooter loses possession. Shot down the length of the ice. No icing called. Both teams get a change. Puck played in front of Aberman's cage and sent up. Puck loose at center ice, turned over there. Here come Manhasset Great Neck. 3-on-2, carrying across, shot goes wide. Rebound bounces in front, but skates into the neutral zone where Reisdorf calls for it. Puck tied up in the near corner. Manhasset looking to exit their zone. McIntyre tied up with it. And played at the center ice stop by Reinsdorf. Carried in, looking for a centering pass. Tied up stick there. Puck goes wide. Into the far corner, tied up right near the half wall, looking to clear the zone. Poor Washington does, and chipped ahead through the neutral zone, where Manhasset touches up. Sylvia with it now, skating across with it. Jake Sylvia turns the puck over to a teammate and sends it back into neutral zone territory. William Sylvia, the younger brother, is getting the start for the Indians in the cage. Dumped in there. Manhasset Great Neck going for a partial line change, one-man change to be exact. Chased all the way back is Matthew Kim. Reinforcements hit the ice now for the Indians. Tie up by Port Washington, the near corner, chasing after it, looking to put some offensive pressure on it. Wrapped around again, centering pass goes wide over the net of Sylvia. Sylvia, just a youngster, just 13 years old. Got a lot of height on him, though. Puck played in front of the Manhasset Great Neck bench, tied up there. Nice effort from Bryce Carty to try to keep it in, but loses possession. Now here comes Manhasset Great Neck, dumps it to the back. Now over to the blue line, turnover there. Nice play by the Vikings chasing after it. Brandon Neal dumps it down the length of the ice. No icing there. Poor Washington chasing after it, but it's Manhasset Great Neck who comes away with it into the near corner in front of their bench. Skating out with it is Mark Dettori. Shot save there. Looked like it hit Aberman's blocker. Puck played along the far wall and dumped up to the point. Sent back into the far corner. Great defensive pressure early on here. 11:25 remaining in the period. Puck carried in, shot, save, covered up. Play blown dead, but the puck is loose, so we have a little bit of extracurricular activity here. 11:21 remaining in this scoreless game. Faceoff will stay in the Aberman zone.
Frank, I'm really loud.
Face off to Aberman's left. Tie up there, won by Manhasset. Centering pass, shot, save there. Aberman with the glove. 11:15 remaining. Still a 0-0 game. Aberman taking plenty of offensive pressure early on, as Giro Dukakis wins the faceoff from Manhasset Great Neck. Looking for a centering pass. Poor Washington desperately trying to clear the zone. Puck played along the far wall now. Turnover. Poor Washington trying to clear their zone. They dump it off the far wall into the neutral zone, and they do. Puck played along the far wall. Costly turnover here. Here come the Vikings. Played below the goal line to Sylvia's left, where Manhasset takes over. It's Callum Murray with it. Murray skating in front of his own cage and playing along the far wall. Gallardi hopping on the ice for the Indians. Stretch pass there. Callum Murray misses a little wide. Liam Carty with it now for the Vikings. He plays off the far wall pass a little bit too far there for Brian Barr. Carried in by Manhasset Great Neck now, wrapped behind Aberman's cage. Manhasset looking for a centering pass, finds one at the point, shot, goes wide of Aberman. Looking for a centering pass again, instead it's Port Washington who comes away with it. 2-on-2 developing. Dumped out into Manhasset territory where they'll take over through the neutral zone. Looking for a centering pass, that's a delayed offside call, where Manhasset looked like they lost possession, so no whistle automatically. And Indians lost his skating there, Gio Dukakis. Lost his footing, I should say. Game of hot potato being played in the neutral zone. Dumped up ahead by Gorenstein. Poor Washington plays it in the far corner. Gorenstein with a now shot, save Aberman with the paddle. Puck played into the near corner as a tie-up between three skaters. Who's going to come away with it? Looks like it's going to be Manhasset Great Neck. Puck carried up at the blue line, dumped over to the far face-off circle, shot, Aberman gets a piece of it. Puck goes into the near corner now. A lot of zone time here for Manhasset Great Neck early on. Puck dumped into the Port Washington bench. That will blow dead with 9:02 remaining. Nothing game between Port Washington and Manhasset Great Neck on the Long Island Sports Network. Face off to the left of Aberman. Won by the Vikings trying to clear their own zone. Wraparound pass, no luck. Centering pass just goes a bit wide. Port Washington clears their zone. Where Manhasset hops right back on the puck immediately. Brendan Neal chasing after it for the Vikings. Played over along the far wall now. Alexander Neal after it. The Twins, no luck there. They skate out with it now. Through the neutral zone there where Livingston gets pickpocketed. And here come the Indians 2-on-1 developing. Centering pass, shot. Aberman might have got a piece of that with the pad, but nonetheless stays out of the goal. So nothing with 8:15 remaining. Long shot from the blue line deflected wide. Manhasset, Great Neck controls. Puck bounces over Aberman's head, goes wide. 8:05 remaining in the period. Sent back up along the blue line now. Looking for a shooting lane, nobody home, dumps it off along the far circle. Carried in, shot, Aberman misses that one wide. Or lets that one go wide rather, he didn't miss it. Puck played in the near corner, centering pass. Good job there by Port Washington to get that out of the way. Jack Livingston using the stick there. Played in the far corner, a lot of zone time here for Manhasset. Great Neck, shot goes wide of Aberman again. Manhasset reconvenes with it. It's Borrelio with it. Loose puck in the slot. Port Washington comes away with it. 2-on-2 here for the Vikings. Puck played along the far wall now, trying to keep it in the offensive zone. Port Washington does as they go for a partial change. Amidst the change, Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. They look to clear their own zone. Over the blue line now with the puck, it's Manhasset Great Neck. Tie up in the near corner, puck ends up behind Aberman. Looking for a shot. Shot does reach Aberman, makes a save there, hits off the protective netting behind the cage, and that will blow dead with 6:50 remaining. Face-off goes to the right of Aberman. A last-second change here for Port. They get their fifth skater on the ice. Alexander Neal hits the frozen sheet of water. Face-off won by Manhasset Great Neck. They've been excellent at the face-off dot so far tonight. Manhasset keeps it in. Port Washington was trying to get out of the zone with no luck. Puck dumped to the right of Aberman, where Port Washington wraps it around the near wall. Kept in by Manhasset Great Neck, looking for a shot block there. Puck played off the wall in front of the Port Washington bench. Liam Carty all over that one. Dumped back in through the neutral zone by Roth. Port Washington has to touch up as they had a delayed offside awaiting. Puck kept in here by the Vikings, wrapped around Sylvia's net. Port Washington applying a nice pressure in the offensive zone here, looking to keep it in. They do. Puck played along the far side now, dumped around the far wall. Puck ends up behind Sylvia, where the Vikings have to chase back into their own zone. It's Jack Stam with it. Brendan Neal now chasing after it, getting a fresh set of legs on there. Puck to Sylvia's left, Manhasset controls. Tough pass there, 5:27 remaining in the period. Carried over the blue line now. Centering pass, shot, save, Aberman, rebound, still loose. Aberman with another save, third shot, they score. Couldn't tell from this angle initially, but Manhasset gets on the board first. 1-0 Indians. Looked like Aberman faced a flurry of shots there, and on the fourth attempt, Callum Murray was able to put that one home. So 1-0 in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Callum Murray from NYIHSHL and Jacob Gallardi on the goal. That's Murray's 6th of the season. Tie up at the neutral zone now. Manhasset Great Neck control, sends it over the blue line. Centering pass again, hits off a skate. Port Washington looking to limit the damage here. 4:58 remaining in the period. Puck played along the far wall now, tied up. One skater aside, chasing after it. Liam Carty chipping away at it. Now multiple players join in. Jack Livingston as well. Shot, they score again. 2-0 Manhasset Great Neck. Shot from the corner that Manhasset Great Neck was able to put away. So 2-0 now in favor of the Indians. We'll wait for official word on who put that one home, but nonetheless, Manhasset with 2 quick ones here in the late stages of the first period. 4:43 remaining. It is 2-0 Indians. And Port Washington takes a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. 2-0 Manhasset Great Neck with 4:43 remaining in the first period. You're watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here following the timeout. Got confirmation on the second goal. And the first goal just as good as the second. Callum Murray with his 7th of the season. Assisted by NYIHSHL yet again. So basically identical scoring lines there. 2-0 game as we're back on the tie-up at center ice. More Manhasset comes right away with it. Shot save Ensberg. Or Aberman, excuse me. And wrapped around the board to his right. A lot of time being spent in the offensive zone from Manhasset Great Neck as they control to the left of Aberman. Back up to the blue line now. Shot deflected, save there with the pillow. Nice save, Aberman. Puck to Aberman's left. Port Washington controls. Bryce Carty trying to clear it. Carty sends it around the far wall. Manhasset keeps it in. Nice play there by Gorenstein. Tie up at the blue line now. Manhasset comes away with it. A 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here comes Port Washington. Carried over now, looking for a shot on goal. Deflected there. Couldn't get a shot on Sylvia for the first time today. 3:45 remaining. Sylvia makes a save on that off-angle shot. Bryce Carty all over the ice. And dumped out the length of the ice. No icing called there. Carty back to chase after it. Carty dumps it off now over to Langles. Kept in there. Carty trying to chip it ahead. He does. Controlled by Roth. Roth carries it into the near corner where it's turned over. Manhasset Great Neck after it. Played through the zone now. Sent over. Henry Horowitz dumps it in. Horowitz following a dump in. Heads back to the bench. Ethan Langles after it now. Puck played in front of the Port Washington bench. Carried to the left of Aberman behind his cage below the goal line. Port Washington trying to clear the zone. 2:45 remaining in the period, 2-0 games. Shot on goal, save Aberman, nice redirection save there. 2:42 remaining in this 2-0 game. No secondary assists on Callum Murray's second, so he has goals 6 and 7 on the night so far for the season. Puck face off to Aberman's right, won by Manhasset Great Neck. Looking for a one-time pass there, goes a bit wide. Manhasset Great Neck with it now into the far corner. Looking for a centering pass, waiting. Shot on goal, save Aberman, puck still loose. Controlled by Manhasset Great Neck. One-time opportunity, fans on that one, only got a part of it. Stick looked like the stick broke. Puck still controlled by Manhasset Great Neck in the near corner. 2:08 remaining in the period. Centering pass, save Aberman, puck goes to his left. Still controlled by Manhasset Great Neck. Puck trickles up to the blue line, long shot. Aberman makes the save on that one as well. Aberman seeing a lot of pressure here in the late stages of the first. Waiting now in the far corner, Manhasset controls the puck. Back up to the blue line on the far side. Long shots, goes wide of Aberman, a minute 39 remaining. Puck carried around the Port Washington cage. Manhasset taking their time on this one. 90 ticks of the clock remaining in the period. Back up to the blue line now. Goldstein with it. Goldstein sends it below the goal line. Played into the near corner now, carried out, centering pass, shot goes wide of Aberman. Minute 15 remaining in the period. Chipped out by Port Washington. Looked like Alex Malios missed the pass a little long there. Long shot save, Aberman with the pad. Final minute of the period. Puck played through the neutral zone now. Looks like a Manhasset Great Neck skater loses his footing as they come away with it. They dump it into their offensive zone. Puck behind the cage for Aberman. Washington tries to wrap it around the cage with no luck. 37 seconds remaining. Manhasset looking for a late tally here in the first to make it 3-0. Puck played directly behind Aberman. Looking for a centering pass, instead elects to go to the blue line. Back around the half wall. Manhasset controls with 22 seconds remaining. Shot in the skates of a Port Washington defender, never gets to Aberman. Long shot blocked there, nice stop with the shoulder by Jack Stam. Centering pass, nobody home, 7 seconds remaining. Port Washington looking to keep this a 2-0 game. Now 3 seconds remaining. 2 and 1. That'll do for the first period. Callum Murray puts 2 on the board for Manhasset Great Neck. They lead 2-0 after 1. You're watching the NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here with you, Eric Bellier on the Long Island Sports Network. 2-0 Manhasset Great Neck as they lead over Port Washington. 2 goals from Callum Murray, his 6th and 7th of the season, assisted by Daniel NYIHSHL and Jacob Ghilardi. Ghilardi had the secondary on the first one, no secondary on goal number 2. Jack Aberman back in between the pipes for Port Washington. William Sylvia, the young freshman in goal for Manhasset, tall for his age. Not going to guess a height, but towering over that top crossbar line. As we get set for the start of period number 2 at the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Rink. Ice Skating Center, I should say, in Bethpage, New York, as Manhasset Great Neck comes away with the face-off. Puck played directly in front of the port bench and carried in. NYIHSHL with it now, dumps it off. Shot, save, Aberman, secondary opportunity there. Aberman dives on it and covers up to stop play. So pressure in the first 17 seconds here for Manhasset Great Neck in the offensive zone. Face-off will go to Aberman's left. Jack Aberman, excellent so far here tonight. Gave up 2 tough goals early on in the first period. Puck play at the blue line now, shot blocked. Couple players tied up there. It's Port Washington who comes away with it. Dumped in there as Brendan Neal skates after it. Puck played along the near wall now. Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. Over the center ice line now and carried over. Shot, save, Aberman, puck loose behind the cage, looking for a backhand opportunity on the off angle, no luck there. Tie up there, dumped into the neutral zone, chase after it. Puck played along the far wall now, cross ice pass. And turnover, here comes Port Washington, nice glove save there by Sylvia, flashing the glove there. Exactly a minute gone by, so the face-off will be in the Port Washington offensive zone. Face-off goes to Sylvia's left. Puck loose along the far side. It's Manhasset Great Neck who comes away with it off the face-off. Dumped ahead there by Jack Livingston, keeping in the offensive zone for Port. Puck loose behind Sylvia's cage. Looking to clear the zone as Manhasset Great Neck. They do briefly. Turnover in the neutral zone now. Here comes Manhasset. Shot, they score! 3-0 game. Emmanuel Giroudakis with the goal. 13:37 remaining in the second period, and it's 3-0 in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Wait to see who had the assists on that one, as Manhasset Great Neck comes away with the restart faceoff. Puck played along the far side now, sent ahead through the neutral zone. Port Washington waiting for it. Trying to chip it ahead is Ethan Langols with no luck. Puck carried in again by Manhasset. Looking for a shot on goal there, nobody luck. Hits off a Port Washington skate. Aberman has to cover up. 13-13. Lucky numbers there. 3-0 game in favor of the Indians. Face-off will go to the left of Aberman. Where Giroudakis is in the face-off circle for Manhasset Great Neck. Udit Suri getting the night off for the Indians tonight. Face-off victory for Manhasset Great Neck. Aberman saves a shot off the restart. Puck played into the near corner now, wrapped around the boards to Aberman's right. Centering pass save, Aberman off the pad, goes behind his net. Tie up behind the goaltender. Back up to the blue line now. Kim calling for it at the blue line. Shot bouncing, gets behind Aberman but doesn't go in. Port Washington able to clear that one out. Manhasset Great Neck still controls. Shot looking for a top shelf, no luck. Hits off the far wall wide. 12.5 remaining, sent out of the zone by Port Washington. Had to think fatigue's getting to them a bit, only playing with 9 skaters total tonight. A bit short-handed for the Vikings. Puck played into the far corner and wrapped around the boards. Skirts into the neutral zone where it's turned over. Here comes Giroudakis. Carried over the blue line now. Centering pass. Airman makes the initial save. Rebound. They put it in. 4-0 now in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Looked like Daniel Perlman tongue-tied there, put that one home. So 4-0 game now in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Hooter with it now. Hooter carrying it in for the Indians. Centering pass, they score. What a pass there from Hooter. And just like that, it's a 5-0 hockey game. So 2 goals in the matter of seconds for Manhasset Great Neck. Daniel Perlman put the 4th goal home. Emmanuel Judukakis with the primary assist. Matthew Kim with the secondary. Judukakis' goal was unassisted to make it a 3-0 game. Puck played behind Aberman now, as Manhasset just pours it on here in the second period. 11:28 remaining, 5-0 game in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Controlled by Hooter, who wraps it around the boards. Port Washington looking to apply some offensive pressure here, keeping in the zone. The Indians get it out as they skate up ahead to a side. Airman out to play it. Shot, they score again. 6-0 in favor of the Indians. So an offensive onslaught here in the middle stages of the second period. Mike Mondiello with his 5th of the season for the 5th goal of the night for Manhasset, waiting for official word on who put goal number 6 home. On the restart now at the face-off dot. Tied up at the face-off dot still. 5 guys after it total. Port Washington comes away with it. As it's shipped ahead, Brian Barr skates after it for Port Washington. Livingston looking to poke that one away. Puck still loose. And here comes the Indians with it again. Carried over by Cho. Shot goes wide of Aberman. Evan Cho with the shot on that one. Delayed offside there on Manhasset Great Neck, but they touch up as we hit the 10:15 mark here in period number 2. Manhasset with 4 goals here, or 3 goals here in the second period, excuse me. Shots on goal through the first period, 12 for Manhasset, 1 for Port Washington. Manhasset just applying as much of offensive pressure they can. Carried in by Kim. Kim shot saved there by Aberman. Hits off him and goes to his left. Puck played along the far wall now, looking to wrap that one around. Carried to Aberman's right now. Back up to the point, Kim with it. Looking for a breakaway there, Kim reconvenes. Keeping in the zone for Manhasset Great Neck. Played over to the far side now. Backhand pass, tied up into somebody's skates. Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. Skate up with the blue line, it's Gallardi. Gallardi's shot goes wide. Kim with it in front of his own bench. Kim at the blue line now, long shot. Redirection, Aberman makes the save on that one. As Livingston comes away with it for Washington. He gets as far as just before the blue line. 9 minutes remaining here in the middle stanza. Centering pass, shot goes wide of Aberman. Puck played along the far wall now by Gavin Reisdorf. Reisdorf with speed carrying in. Wraps it around the goal, hits it off the side of the post. Had an open net there, but he couldn't reach all the way around. Chipped into the near corner now, tied up. Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. Cross ice pass there, looking to reconnect. They do, carried in by the Indians. Shot past Aberman, they score. 7-0 now in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Mark Dettori put that one home for Manhasset Great Neck, giving them a 7-0 lead, 8:16 remaining in the period. Jake Sylvia giving his brother a little offensive help, put home goal number 6 for the Indians. Carried in now by Hooter, who looking to put a little bit of a move on that one with no luck. Murray tied up with it. Here comes poor Washington. Along the far wall now into the along the near wall into the corner. Sent cross ice, nobody home. Puck played in the neutral zone there by Manhasset Great Neck. Murray with it. Callum Murray getting the scoring going for Manhasset Great Neck, putting the first 2 goals home past Aberman. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the middle period. Puck played in front of the poor Washington bench. 5 goals in period number 2 from Manhasset Great Neck. It was 2-0 after 1, and 7 unanswered goals now for the Chiefs, for the Indians rather, excuse me. Shot hits off of Aberman and goes in. Goal number 8 for Manhasset Great Neck, as they lead now 8-0. Ren Hooter put that one home for Manhasset Great Neck. Off the restart, looked like poor Washington came away with that, but got pickpocketed. Here come the Indians yet again. Centering pass, nobody home. Kept in by Manhasset Great Neck up at the blue line. Looking for a centering pass, tied up sticks there, nobody home, goes into the near corner. Puck played off the wall in front of the Manhasset bench. Here comes poor Washington. Ethan Langolds carries it in, dumps it over to the near side. Puck loose in the slot. Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. Big hit there in front of the poor Washington bench. Everybody's all right. Off the far wall now. Manhasset Great Neck with speed, carried over the blue line. Shot hits off a poor Washington skate and goes wide. Aberman didn't see that one. 6:20 remaining in the period. Puck played into the near corner now. Centering pass, nobody home. Harrison Roth after it for the Vikings. Puck wrapped around, looking for a centering pass, no look, nobody home. Puck played along the far wall, centering pass, save Aberman, second save Aberman. Puck loose behind his cage, goes to his left. Kim after it for Manhasset Great Neck in front of his own bench. Wraps it around the boards. Carried in, shot save Aberman, rebound. No opportunity there, nice play with the stick by a poor Washington defender as they send it down the length of the ice, no icing call. 5.5 remaining in the second period of this 8-0 game. Played through the neutral zone now by the Indians, and that will be ruled an offside. So 5:19 remaining. Manhasset all over poor Washington, 8-0 game in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Face-off goes following the offsides at the far face-off dot in the neutral zone. Neutral zone victory there for Port Washington. Looking for a centering pass, nobody home. Manhasset Great Neck takes over. Puck over the red line now into the offensive tour for the Indians. Shot save with the glove there by Aberman. 5:01 remaining in the period. Face off to the left of Jack Aberman, won by Manhasset Great Neck. Carried in by Hooter. Hooter puts a move on, sends it into the near corner. Sylvia trying to carry it in. He has a goal tonight. As it's played along the near wall now into the half wall. Puck dumped behind Aberman. Still in possession with it is Manhasset Great Neck. Sylvia streaking towards the goal looking for a one-timer. No luck there. Puck sent over to Sylvia now. Sylvia with it. Sylvia carrying it into the slot. Sends it over to the far side now behind the goal. Manhasset Great Neck spending a lot of time in the offensive zone here with 4:13 remaining. Breakaway opportunity here for Manhasset, or for Port Washington. Carry over the blue line, puts a move on, saves Sylvia as he covers that one up. Nice save there, the biggest offensive opportunity of the night. As Brandon Neal almost put that one home, but Sylvia was able to cover up. So the faceoff will head to Sylvia's left. 4:06 remaining in the period. 8-0 game in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Puck carried over the neutral zone now. 3-on-2 for the Indians if they hurry. Carried below the goal line now. Loses possession of the puck momentarily. Wrapped around now. Game of ping pong being played behind the goal. Back and forth, back and forth. Kim comes away with it and played in front of the Manhasset bench. Where it is turned over. Here come the Vikings. Kim with it over on the far side. Circles his own cage and comes away with the youngster with speed over the blue line. Kim loses possession but sends it into the near corner where the puck rests. Manhasset Great Neck trying to chip it around the wall. No Zambonis in between periods here, so the ice gets a little bit more choppier. Heads over to the blue line now, carried in. Long shot, save Aberman with the glove. 2:58 remaining in this 8-0 game. Face off to the left of Aberman, sent into the neutral zone. Kim getting plenty of ice time tonight back to play for it. Kid's got a motor. Big hit at center ice there. Puck stays loose. Port Washington trying to chip it ahead with no luck. It's Manhasset with it now over the blue line, looking ahead to their lead. Carried below the goal line. Aberman hugging the near post. Kim sends it around the boards where Port Washington comes away with it. Sends it down the length of the ice. That will be no icing. 2:23 remaining in the period. Manhasset with over the blue line now. Looking for a centering pass. Chips one. Aberman makes the save. Looked like he was hugging it on the post, but the puck came loose. The puck played into the near corner now. Dumped back into the offensive zone for Manhasset Great Neck as they go for a full group change. All 5 skaters get a fresh pair of legs on there. No icing called as it was tipped by an Indian. That one's played back through the zone now. Just reversed what just happened. A Viking touched that one, so no icing. An identical series of events there. Long shot saves Sylvia with the glove. Play stops with 1:20 remaining. Nice save there. Sylvia making the most out of limited opportunities through a period and almost 2 full periods of play. Face-off goes to the left of Sylvia now. Tie up there. The Indians come away with it. Skate behind their cage. Final minute 15 of the period. Here come the Indians with speed over the blue line. Carried in looking for a centering pass. Hits off of Aberman instead as we hit the final minute of the middle stanza. Sent back into the offensive zone by Port Washington. Manhasset Great Neck retouches. It's played along the far wall. They carry out with the final 45 seconds remaining. 2-on-1 brewing here for the Indians. Sent over the far side. Shot, they score! 9 goals for Manhasset Great Neck. Didn't get a real clear view who put that one home. We'll wait for official word from our official scorer here at the Town of Oyster Bay Ice Skating Center. Following the restarts, Manhasset coming with it. Final 35 seconds remaining of the period. As Murray comes over with the puck here. Shot goes wide past Aberman. Puck played along the near wall. Final 22 seconds remaining. Looked like Jacob Gallardi put that one home. That's his first of the season. Bouncing puck goes wide. Final 7 seconds remaining of the period. Tie up in front of the Manhasset Great Neck bench. Shot on goal. Aberman makes a save. Covers up the second one with 0.3 seconds remaining here in the second period. So they'll drop the puck and that'll do it. Following the face-off, assuming nothing happens in 0.3 of a second. And nothing will. So 9 goals through the first 2 periods of play for Manhasset Great Neck. They lead 9-0 after 2. You're watching NYIHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Am I good, Frank? Back here for the start of the third period, 9-0 in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Eric Bellier with you on the Long Island Sports Network. Following the face-off, Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it. Centering pass, nobody home there. Played along the far side now, carried in behind Aberman, now to his right. Looking for a centering pass, chipped ahead here. A big opportunity here for Port Washington. Carried over the blue line now, loses possession of it. Brendan Neal couldn't come away with the puck. Played along the far wall now. Manhasset Great Neck chips it ahead through the neutral zone. Carried over by the Indians, a 2-on-1 brewing. Cross-ice pass, shot, save, Aberman with the pad. 45 seconds gone by here in the third period. 9 unanswered from the Indians through the first 2 periods of play. And has a Great Neck over the blue line with it. 32 shots on goal to Port Washington 6 through 2 periods of play. 20 shots on goals on goal for the Indians in period number 2. Poor Washington controls in front of the Manhasset Great Neck bench and sent over Sylvia's head. Shot goes wide there. Big slap shot there from Bryce Carty. Carried ahead around the boards by Manhasset Great Neck at 3-on-1 brewing. Hits off a skate there. It looked like a bit of a wasted opportunity for the Indians. As Port Washington comes away with it now. 2-on-2 for Port. Poked ahead there by Kim, who gets it out. And played ahead into the offensive zone for Manhasset Great Neck, but sent right back through by the Vikings. Puck to Sylvia's left behind the cage, gets wrapped around to his right. Nobody home on that one in the near corner. Puck carried ahead by Manhasset Great Neck. Chipped off a few sticks there into the near corner. Puck played along the far wall now. In the far corner now, heads to Aberman's right behind his cage directly to his left. One-time pass, shot goes wide past Aberman to his right. Kim with it back along the blue line now. And played off the near wall into the neutral zone. 12:15 remaining in the period. Carried in by Manhasset Great Neck. Into the far corner, near corner now from Manhasset Great Neck. Shot, they score! Goal number 10 for Manhasset Great Neck. Gunnar McIntyre, that's a great hockey name. Gunnar McIntyre put that one home. Puck carried in on the restart by Manhasset Great Neck. Wrapped around the near wall now. Looking for a centering pass chipped ahead by Port Washington, but the Indians keep it in. Tie up behind Aberman. We'll wait to see if there's official word on any assists on the 10th goal. 11:20 remaining in the period. Into the near corner now, wrapped around the boards. Played over to the far side now. Manhasset Great Neck looking to keep the offensive pressure on. Along the far wall now, gets caught in the Manhasset skate and they keep it in. Looking for a redirect on goal for Aberman with no luck. Port Washington chips it ahead now. They have a 2-on-1 brewing if they hurry. A delayed offside call there on the Vikings after a retouch. Port Washington loses possession of the puck there. Sylvia chips it back over to Kim. Kim controls in his own zone. Carried in now by Tamari. And played along the far wall, chipped back up to the blue line. 10-15 remaining in the period. Wrapped around the goal now. Manhasset looking for more. Played along the blue line on the far side. Chipped around the official into the far corner. Reisdorf back after it. Loses possession of it briefly, but regains. He controls in his own zone. Reisdorf all over the ice tonight for Manhasset Great Neck. Puck loose in the neutral zone. The Indians come away with it. Over the blue line now, off the far wall, chipped ahead. Reisdorf sends it ahead to Dettori. Dettori eats a bit of contact there. Loses possession, but Manhasset Great Neck comes away with it in front of the Port Washington bench. Reisdorf with it now. Centering pass, nobody home. It's Alexander Neal who comes away with it for the Vikings. Looking to send it along the Half wall, but nobody home there. Riesdorf with it, who sends it back behind Aberman. Played along the far wall and kicked in by an Indian. As we hit 8:55 remaining in regulation, a 10-0 game in favor of the Indians. Sylvia looking to get in the action there, looking for a long pass, but only could get so much on it. Makes a save on the long shot there. William Sylvia and his limited opportunities tonight have been excellent, stopping every shot he's faced. Played into the near corner now, looking for a centering pass, nobody home. That'll go all the way down into Port Washington territory. The Indians get a change as they retouch up behind Sylvia. 8:15 remaining in the period. Skate over the blue line now. The Indians looking for more. Poked out of Ethan Tamari's stick. Played into the near corner now. Port Washington looking to clear their zone. They do. Alexander Neal chasing after it. Looking for Jack Livingston, no luck there. Puck in front of William Sylvia and his net. Puck now sent right behind him into the far corner. 7.5 minutes remaining here in regulation. All Manhasset in this matchup. Centering pass, nobody home. Hits off of Aberman's net, no goal called there. The puck was loose for a second. Kim keeps it in for the Indians. Long shot hits off a Port Washington skate, and as they dump it into the neutral zone. Gallardi plays it in front of his bench as it's shipped ahead. Puck loose and sent into the offensive zone for the Indians. Lashaveri calling for it at the blue line. Nobody home on that one. Puck wrapped around the half wall. Kim back into the neutral zone. Hits off his skate. Didn't see where it was for a second. Puck loose. Brendan Neal after it for the Vikings. Sent up ahead. 6:35 remaining in the period. 10-0 game in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Joe Dukakis heads onto the ice following a change from Manhasset Great Neck. Carried into the offensive zone. Two more skaters get a change there from Manhasset Great Neck as well. An opportunity here for Port Washington all alone. Carried in, stops as the defender comes by. Nice poke check there by Manhasset Great Neck. 6 minutes remaining here in regulation, 10-0 game. Puck played along the far wall now. Manhasset Great Neck into offensive territory, played to Aberman's right. Now back up to the blue line. Centering pass, nobody home on that one. Puck wrapped again behind Aberman. Into the near corner, shot! They score! 11-0 now in favor of Manhasset Great Neck. Looked like Gunnar McIntyre got his second of the season. Second of the night, rather, excuse me. So 11-0 now in favor of the Indians. Following this game, we'll have another good one in this one in Conference 1 at the varsity level. Bethpage faces off against Massapequa. Carried over ahead 2-on-2 for Port Washington, but they get pickpocketed as it's dumped back into the defensive zone for the Vikings. Played off the wall in front of the Port Washington bench and ahead. 4:55 remaining in the period. Chipped ahead there, Manhasset Great Neck looking for more. Carried to the right, Aberman centering pass, nobody home. Riesdorf too far away for that one. Long bouncing shot to Sylvia's right. Pad side. 4.5 minutes remaining here in regulation. Carried ahead by Mondello. Mondello with it now. Centering pass carried behind Aberman. Now back over to Sylvia in front of the Port Washington net. Sylvia with a goal tonight. Sylvia carries it into the slot. Poke check there. Port Washington defending their own end. Puck wrapped around the far side. Tie up in the far corner, Manhasset looking to keep it in, they do. 3:45 remaining in the period. Port Washington comes away with it over the blue line now. Sent to Sylvia's right. Weird bounce into the near corner. Carried in by Manhasset, great neck. Reisdorf looking for a centering pass. Puck loose in the slot. Port Washington's able to clear the zone as they try to chip it ahead. Pass a little too long for them, 3:15 remaining. Puck loose at the blue line. Sylvia tries to keep it in, but hits a skate of a Viking. Sylvia pokes it right back away as he heads into the offensive zone. Puck loose in the slot. The Vikings send it ahead, no icing called. 2:50 remaining in the period. Puck played off the far side now, final 2:45. Shot on goal, hits off of Aberman's pillow. As the Vikings come away with it. Over the blue line now into the offensive zone. Centering pass chipped out of the way there. Sylvia comes away with it. 3-on-2 brewing here for the Indians. Shot on goal. Aberman makes a save on that point blank shot. Bouncing shot from the blue line, nobody home, goes wide. Still controlled by Manhasset, great neck in the far corner. Wrapped around the boards to Aberman's left. Puck loose below the goal line still. Centering pass ends up back up to the blue line. Pass goes to the far wall. Hits off a Viking skater there. Final minute 45 of regulation. Manhasset doing a great job of keeping the offensive zone. Big hit in front of Aberman. He'll cover that one up. Final minute 36 remaining as the play is blown dead. With a win tonight, that will give Manhasset Great Neck sole possession of fourth place in Conference 2 of the NYIHSHL High School League. Played up at the blue line now, final 90 ticks of the clock. Easy for me to say. As it's played in front of the Viking bench, tied up in the neutral zone. Sylvia comes away with it as he dances through the neutral zone. Eats a bit of contact along the far wall, final minute 10 remaining. Puck chip behind Aberman and played in front of the Viking bench. Wrapped around the boards again, where Manhasset controls. Final minute to play. Played over to the far face-off circle. Bouncing puck ends up on Aberman as he covers up on that one. 47.5 seconds remaining in regulation. Face off to the right of Aberman. Port Washington comes away with the final 40 seconds of regulation. Carried in by Manhasset Great Neck. Final half a minute remaining here in the third. Carried in by Port Washington. Played along the far wall now. Chipped into the neutral zone. Final 10 seconds of remaining here between Port Washington and Great Neck. Shot save there, Aberman, and that will do it. A commanding victory there for Manhasset Great Neck. Final score 11-0. Coming up with a new sheet of ice, we'll have Bethpage and Massapequa. But for now, you've been watching Manhasset Great Neck against Port Washington on the Long Island Sports Network.